All right.
Mm. Yo, man. It's the Chop It Up podcast, man. It's your boy Hawklyfe, man. And I'm back with a good one, man. Uh, what you just heard was Lemonade from my special guest, Lyric Crisis Lyra. That's off his WWGD mixtape. First, explain to the people again what your name mean. Break it down for them.
Yeah. Lyric, as far as like, I like to freestyle, verses, lyrics and everything, crisis for exposing, either good, negativity, also on putting that bridge up again.
Mm-hmm.
Cause days like, we don't have the bridge up again, between the real and the fake. And
Definitely.
Lyra is the constellation of a star.
Mm.
Basically that, I'm already a star regardless if I make it or not. You know what I mean? So,
Trying to tell you. Trying to tell you. Yeah, like just like usual. With that song is different from the last one I heard. Last one they gave me, like I said, salsa waka vibes. This one actually gave me Gucci Man vibes, and I'm not just saying that because you mentioned them 3 or 4 times out the song. No, it really gave me Gucci Man vibes, and that's the difference when it comes to music. Like I said, his name is Lyric Christ
lyric.
is Lyra, but that gave me Gucci Man vibes. You know what I'm saying? And I vibe with that. That's type of I can relate. Being somebody that comes from school, I can relate, and I understand his struggle, and I also understand his story. We're gonna get more to his story today. First, we're gonna get straight into talking about what y'all doing for the youth in the community. Just if you want to elaborate on that just a little bit, give my little idea what's going on in there.
You know, just basically mentor, like like a big brother mentor. We have a group called Loud Boys, which is the original group before Loud Mob. So basically, it's like the big brothers in the group.
Mhm.
They you know, like mentor like the little younger ones and stuff like that. And we just mentor them, keep their mind right. You know what I mean? Keep them from going opposite direction. Keep them succeeding in life. Same time with families that's like single mothers, father, like that, whatever, like
Mhm.
we try our best to pretty much like help them out and stuff. Originally how, a lot of groups and organizations supposed to do, as far as, revolution and stuff like that. So, you know,
Definitely. Like I said, I commend what y'all doing for the kids coming up because they need
yeah,
that big brother, that mentorship, that people to show them the right way. Because there's too many yes men in the world, that's
yeah,
condoning this bullshit that's going out on the street. You stop condoning this shit. And all you rappers, just a side note, all you rappers getting online, telling your business, ratting on yourself. Stop blaming Vlad. Stop blaming Vlad. I don't like Vlad, but stop blaming Vlad. Yeah, shouldn't have got on the show and was running your damn mouth. Learn how to do what you do in the courthouse. No comment.
that's right. That's right. That's right.
What's wrong with y'all, man? You can't
Good.
blame Vlad because you telling all your business. See, that's why I respect LL. Shout out to him. You hear what he said? Free the man too. He said, "You ain't L for this," because he said ain't Vlad for because he understood that he said too
Right.
much. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all rest of y'all need to understand. Stop being Takashi's on the slick. All that dry sense.
Yeah, there's other ways how to say things without actually self-criminating yourself. You know, what I mean, real
Absolutely.
silent. So, that's what it is. At the end of the day.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely, man. I don't know what's wrong with it. Well, we gonna get right into some of this music. We talked
I
about we're gonna start with cutting ties, like you were saying last time. It's basically breaking away from people who ain't good for your bad energy, man. But you can
yeah,
elaborate on it.
yeah, man. Like like my music is, definitely similar. I would say, my opinion, to Trippy Red, to XXX Tentacion, Juice World and stuff. But
Yeah,
it's
respect
only
those guys,
vibe.
man. Yeah,
RIP. And basically it's like cutting negative ties, what I mean, from people that just want to see you at the bottom, you know. And I ain't talking about, Drake bottom as far as, from the
yeah,
bottom here. I'm talking about like from the slums, what I mean? Like people
yeah.
that really, there. And, nowadays they're in, you know, we're the world is evolving every day, and it's like the lower keeps getting the lowest and the high keep getting higher. And uh, um there's like pretty much a limit to both, and it's like on both ends, as far as the bottom and the top, it keeps exceeding. So it's
Absolutely.
like nowadays, like a lot of family members, like, they're not willing to help a lot of other family members, what I mean? And
So true.
sometimes friends are, your closest family members that, they are, and like sometimes you need that push, and you need that, that strivement. So that music cutting ties was basically like, just saying like, hey, like, I'm at the bottom, but same time, like, this is growth and development. you know
Absolutely.
Sometimes you have to cut off, friends that you think is your friends, or members as well, and you just got to get your mental right, and you just got to just fly with that, you know what I mean? So
Absolutely. So sometimes is what I tell people a lot, because a lot of times people come at me for advice, like I said previously that this was an accident, but me giving advice wasn't an accident. Actually, I could say that was an accident too. I guess people thought that I was good at giving advice, and one thing I always told people was that people will come in your life for a season, and you got to know when that season is up. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Because sometimes some people just they forcing stuff. You can't force something that ain't meant to. You know what I'm saying? So
ain't meant to be tangled with, and they ain't meant
right.
or stirred in the same pot with. Definitely, and sometimes God put people in your life for a reason.
Absolutely.
So I try to pay attention to signs every day, which in some songs you might hear that. And I'm basically questioning God, like, hey, like, is this a sign? So it's more or less like my life is like a comic book. So
Absolutely.
so it's my music. My music is like a journey. So
Absolutely.
like, um it's like a point of view perspective to where, like, you hear me like doing this, doing that, or my weak moment, where I'm up there, my highest moment, but then like chilling and vibing is different than how other niggas may chill and vibe, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. You know, absolutely. Let's talk about R.I.P. Love.
Oh yeah, that mixtape.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that was crazy. Just the whole creative process and making that. Just tell us about that and what you hope that the fans got from it.
I hope that well, I'm gonna start here. Well, first it came from the heart and the soul. So
Mhm,
it was I was going through a lot around the
mhm.
time, and I wanted to make something for, both genders, females and male, for them to basically relate to. I try to make music that I can, that people can relate to, split down the middle, neutral. And like, you know, I'll go ahead and put this out there. Like, they're gonna be a RIP two on the way eventually. And with
Stay
this
tuned.
first, yeah, with this first one is basically like a normal lifestyle relationship, basically like, okay, like, a guy point of view, like,
Mhm.
with this girl, this is, the things that's been going on today generation, what females normally do,
Oh
be
yeah,
careful with this,
yeah.
basically get the game. And towards the end of the mix, I basically tease like a perspective of a guy going through dating a woman that's married.
Mm.
Yeah, actually, listen. I think it's called I think it's single. I can't remember. It's basically no, it's not called single. It's I forgot. Gosh, but basically,
This sound like it's based on a true story.
yeah, I mean,
I never
no,
had that situation. I can imagine it being a lot of fun, but nerve wracking at the same time. I'm not condoning it, but if you doing it, hey,
I
because
don't either. But I mean, sometimes like you gotta take personal experience as well, and things other people told you, and or just things that you learn from other individuals as well, and you can just make their story come true,
yeah,
and that's only where lyrics come from.
yeah.
You know, what I mean? What's up, baby girl? Okay, mama. Okay, go. All right, daddy's doing something. Okay, I love you. Daddy's good doing something. I do love.
Good. Oh, good. Man.
All right, go in there with mommy. Okay. All right.
Daddy!
Let daddy finish. Go in there.
I'm almost done with my schoolwork.
All right, good job. Go in there. Okay?
High five. Boom.
All right, go in.
Hazel.
All right, there you go.
La 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 la.
All right. Let me try to daddy's doing something for you, okay? I'll be in there with y'all in a little bit.
Okay.
Close the door.
But yeah, tell us about Craven, man. Just
Cra-
yeah.
Yeah. So Craven is basically like you know, oh gosh, when oh man, you hit me with that one. So Craven is basically like pretty much like when you meet this female. The first track is called first track. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, sorry. I didn't mean. I was busy. My bad.
You good. So I'm sorry about that.
Oh, it's all
But
good, man.
the first track basically explains how you meet a female and stuff, and it's like you're nervous and you don't know how to approach a female. So off of Love and Tune, basically what it's saying is that it's tuning up the love, like how love is broken, or
Yeah.
it could in the beginning it basically it basically signified like the love is there, it's not
Yeah.
broken, you met this individual, but later on the mixtape it's like okay there's problems, you know what I mean, like you kind of start seeing some things that it's not actually a match. Sometimes our eyes just as you heard, sometimes when you eat food, whatever they say, like your eyes is too big than your stomach. So it's like, it's basically like lust, or it's basically like you think that you want to be with this female and you think that she's the one, but she's not the one. It turns out to
Mhm.
be. So craving you was basically like, like, oh, like, just in this moment, it's more like a club type feel. It's like in
Yeah.
this moment tonight, everything seems so perfect. You know what I mean? Like,
I tell
I
you,
don't
you
want
name it
to
on
go.
the liquor. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
later on mixtape, like you start seeing like, it results to basically being, single again, but basically it gives that upper vibe of basically being like, hey, like being single is not a bad thing that some people think. Because some people feel like that they have to have someone. And for
yeah,
Valentine's Day, you don't have to have someone in order to spend a holiday with someone or just by yourself. So I wanted to release that around the same time with Valentine's. I thought it would be a good idea to do that. So yeah,
yeah. Oh yeah, I think that's probably perfect for
love and tune. Definitely.
yeah, that's definitely perfect for Valentine's Day. The WWGD mixtape. When I heard the four initials, I was thinking, what would Jesus do? Some crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
with
But I
God.
realized it's a G, not a J.
Yeah.
So break that down. What that I forgot what they called it.
What would God do?
No, oh, that's what it said.
Yeah,
Okay, that's what I thought.
yeah.
I forgot what they called those type of words, and people put them like that. I can't get it out right now. Look, I'm sober, y'all, so to expect me not to remember nothing I'm saying right now.
Nah, you good. You good,
But
man.
yeah, that project, that mixtape, I saw where you started with it. Then I went to hearing the music. What was the whole creative process like behind it? And Yeah.
So that one is a little more. That one's a little more street, a little bit. Basically, like you know, you're going through the struggle life, and you're trying to figure out like what is like the good things and the bad things, and it's like you got this voice. It's kind of like DMX with the Damien kind of chapter. How
Yeah.
Damien was basically like like that devil on the shoulder. So it's more or less like, okay, like I feel like that I need to show all these niggas like what I'm all about. You know what I mean? Like that manhood. You know what I mean? And as growing up, especially project streets and hoods like that, whatever like that, they spoke about the three G's, which is gangster, uh, gangster, gentleman, and God body. So pretty much you see the three G's in that mixtape of basically like some songs was about family,
Mhm.
which is gangster side, the God body, which is the mind and the spiritual and everything like that. Basically saying like you have to know who yourself is as a man and know your roots and just not everything else like that, whatever. And then the gangster side of it, basically saying like, hey, like I'm no bitch, but I have done this and done that. So it's more or less like people that want to keep testing you for you to go back to that negative way.
Mhm.
So then like what would God do? Because majority of the times when you go to somebody that's a good uh that's a good Samaritan or whatever, like they always tell you like, okay, well think about what Jesus would do or think about what God would do and this or that, whatever. So I thought to myself like, well, I'm also make what would God do, because I feel like this is, more than that. And, you know, I should be able to turn this meaning into something different, or at least I can be able to get the picture clear to people to understand exactly what I'm trying to say. That's if they actually listen to the mixtape, like,
Absolutely.
and then you kind of get the concept of it.
Yeah.
So,
Um, that's why I asked, because I got the concept almost immediately, and I was going through each song, and every song, it seems like every song that you put out is a thought process, and every song after the next one is a different chapter into your own story. It's just
yeah,
it's reality with a little bit maybe of fiction. You know what I'm saying? And you're giving them something to keep them going. One thing I've learned, that one of the main things about successful artists is being able to tell a good story. You
right.
keep that story going, and you keep it engaged. Um, I'm gonna tell y'all now, if you haven't subscribed to this man, if you had not listened to his music, you need to listen to it. If you had not supported him, you need to support him, because let me tell you, the brother got some stuff in the bag, and he peeling off this onion, and it's crazy. It's crazy. We gonna keep it going. Just a little snippet. We don't say too much about it because I want to keep a lot of it for the group interview. But missing, featuring your brother Chief YZ.
Yeah.
That song, I believe I asked you last time. I'm asked you again, how it is working in the studio with your brother, and how that creative process like, and especially with that song, because it
Oh
seemed like
yeah.
it was on a
Miss.
personal level. Yeah.
So miss was when I left my city, and I went and I had relocate somewhere else to live at for a while, trying to chase my dreams. And me and bruh, working with him in the studio, oh my gosh, amazing. Like we be we be on. The energy is always good, it's always there, We be freestyling for hours sometimes, like we like you see artists that be like, oh, yeah, I could freestyle for a long time. Nah, like me and bruh, like we be freestyling for hours, and it's something that we adore and passionately adore. Like our style is so similar, you
Mm.
know, and even with the other members as well, part of Loud Mob, like we all sit there, we do our thing, and it's like we could finish. There's times where we finish a whole mixtape within one day. Matter of fact, actually, Hustle and Hitter 2, that's a collaboration mixtape that's on his channel. We finished that actually like one day, literally within 10 hours. We finished that 10 hours and I had left. And every time when I left, North Carolina, Fayetteville, same city as J. Cole,
Yeah.
and when I come back, I felt like I missed it,
Mm.
So basically that song was just basically saying like, hey, like I've done a lot of things here in this city, I looked out for people, not just looked out for people, like I carried people on my back, you know what I mean? Like, I helped other family members, like I helped everybody else and normally put myself last, but eventually I learned to put myself first, and then that's when you start seeing, everybody true colors and whether or not if they was representing you or they were supporting you and everything. And that's where, cutting ties came abroad, you know what I mean? And like I was saying, like when we recorded that, he was like, yeah, like he was feeling that. So we made that track, we made something like that, especially for, failed non soldiers that's out there, that might have been in the same situation that I've been in. And every time I leave my city and when I come back, it just feels good to come back. But then when I have to leave it, it's like I feel like I'm leaving everything behind, And, you know, that
Yeah, I
song,
understand it. I
yeah,
understand it's like me being from New Orleans and being a heavily tourist place. When I go to places like Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, or Texas or something like that, I always find my way back home because
yeah,
it's nothing like it, you know. And I get it clearly, you know what I'm saying, and I see the effects that not only my city have on other people. I see the effects that North Carolina starting to have on other people when you
yeah,
got artists that come out that's so great, you know what I'm saying? And it just don't start with music. It started way back. The damn go to basketball came from North Carolina. Like understand,
yeah,
you got Michael Jordan come out of North Carolina. Then you got the baby come from North Carolina. Then you got Maury, who's blowing up number 20 on trending right now. Shout out to him. He
shout
blowing up.
out,
You know what I'm saying? North Carolina got so much talent. I know you're originally from Bethesda, Maryland, but you've been in Carolina a little minute, and Carolina got lots of talent. Also, be Maryland. You know, one of my favorite battle rappers is Tay Rock. So I get it. You know, I'm a big battle rap fan. I'm a big music fan. I love what he do musically as well. I just feel like it's so much opportunity, it's so much change in the world. I get it. Like I said, I get it when you're going to other places and then you're going back home. It's just not the same. I went to Atlanta for I was supposed to go out there for a day, and I wound up staying out there 6 months. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And it was a good time. It was a good time. It was tough moving around, finding just main regular labor work. It was, because just at most places it's who you know and not what you know. So it was like that, but it was always love. The people always showed love. But when I got back home, shit, I was happy and relieved. But my city is so reckless and dangerous. It's good to have that peace of mind every now and then to be able to move and breathe a little bit, without worry, without everything that's going on around you. But like I said, I get it. We're gonna talk about Starstruck. We was talking about this the other day, and you was talking about how this was basically based around celebrities, females. No, I believe you say females
yeah,
that you might have liked, and you were starstruck, and you know what to say to them, how to say to them.
yeah,
You can elaborate on that a little bit.
yeah. Just mainly like how love typically is, when you find a woman, and it's like she's just so breathtaking, she just starstruck, it's like you don't know how to approach her, you don't know the right words to say. Like you feel like all the letters or all the words that's in a dictionary, you can't even put it to a sentence. So it's like, you want to show something to her, and you hope that it's enough, and it's like, you painted your canvas and it's like you hope that she likes it and she like the image that you're bringing to the table. So, like I said, like eventually like you start realizing like that's not the case and that's not what she's looking for because love typically has different meanings, obviously, and a lot of people don't realize that, like love is not the same meaning that everyone else may look at, you know, and
People got love me. So they form of love ain't my form of love. I don't give a damn. I,
like
ooh, yeah, yeah,
and that's on a deeper meaning, like I believe I had someone ask me in the past, like, well, you know, what is what do you see love as? Like, what is your definition of love? And just trying to explain it then, it was just,
yeah.
which is hard. I was like, it's something that you have to basically show action. Sometimes you do have to take risks. Sometimes you do have to, sometimes you do have to hurt that individual for a little bit just to show them like, hey, like, yeah, the outcome came like this, but you know what? Like, this is the things that's giving us strength.
Mhm.
You know, if it wasn't for, like for instance, some people in the Bible, you know what I mean? Other people hurt each other to gain strength and for things to work out the way how it did, And a lot of people don't realize that. So it's like you're looking and you're looking, not realizing that they're right there underneath your nose. And the whole time they've been around you the whole time. It's just you didn't want to have no interest until they're like 30 or 40.
Mhm.
Wow. You know what I mean? When all the
Mhm.
party like is, you know what I mean? When you could have just, enjoyed life. We don't live once. So that's what Love and Tune is basically about, like tuning the love, like, when you take your car and get it tuned up.
Yeah.
So that's why, I was like, yeah, like Love and Tune. At first, actually, I was thinking about doing the mixtape like a T-Pain kind of thing, with just an all audio kind of thing,
Yeah.
but have it like over singing, like bringing that back.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, nah, as I made the first two tracks, that's when I started realizing like, okay, I'm gonna take this a whole different concept. I'm gonna go a different way about it. So Starstruck, it it starstruck me when I made that song. That was the first track I made actually.
Yeah. See, when I thought about it, I thought about a celebrity. And it kind of brought me back to my own situation. During Katrina, we was in Texas and Kanye West came through the Reliance Center in Texas.
Okay.
And that was around the time he was really, really hot.
Yeah, it gets
And
hot like a lot. Like I'm in the Austin area, so
yeah.
I
Well, I
so
get
it,
it. That's where my little brother grew up in Austin. So just
yeah,
yeah, and I seen them in the Reliance Center and I couldn't get a fucking word out at all. It was like it was stuck. It just would not come out. But he did sign my shirt. I was trying to at least hold a conversation. I couldn't get anything out. And I was literally that starstruck. And that was around the time I was really bumping college dropout real hard. So and I knew what I wanted to say and how I wanted to say it, it just wouldn't come out. So I guess, and you could just tell by his vibe, he was like, this dude weird, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
he, if he would have only knew, you know what I'm saying, that I was probably one of those fans that really felt like his music was dope. I don't know the Kanye we got now. The Kanye we got now, I don't know him. Uh, it seems like he coming back to himself. He done let Kim Kardashian go away. We're not gonna get into all that. They got a lot going on in this situation. I'm gonna stay out of people's personal business. But welcome back, Kanye, if he is back. Uh, how would you say your growth had changed since you first started making music to now?
um, I feel like I got tremendously better. Like at first we was working with poor quality. The idea was just to put the music out there. Like we was young. So we've been rapping and making music since 7 years old. So we just wanted it to be out there. But then eventually we took it extremely serious and we started working with quality a lot more better. So then we started learning how to produce. We started recording. Like we started doing everything by ourselves, even the covers. We do everything by ourselves. And
Yes, dope.
we started being independent and we started like expanding our minds with creativity, with art, and as well with music, and as well with writing, and as well with the gift that we was just blessed with. So we also would help each other out as well, as far as like creativity, as like art, or like sometimes like name of the song and stuff. But far as like writing, nah. Like like I said, okay, there's no ghostwriters. We pretty much like it's like we challenge each other, but not really like challenge each other. It's like we're there, like we're supporting each other. You know what I mean? And we're helping building each other up, like all of us. So um I can say, like music gotten it took a left turn after some point. Like this is my second time, well, my first time restarting over a channel, for my music. The first one got deleted. So um now I'm coming back out and this time I'm taking everything like seriously. So I'm trying to bring everything out the bag as
Absolutely.
I can. I'm trying to make sure everything's a hit. I'm trying to take my time with everything now. I'm not trying to rush nothing. I'm trying to, produce the best quality and, you know, put the best things that I feel like what the music need, because a lot of times people don't focus on what the music need, and what the track need. So I'm trying to listen to my own creation as well.
Absolutely. Just a plug. February 14th. I'm not gonna put nothing else out there. If he want to say it, I'm gonna let him say it, but I'm gonna just say February 14th got a mixtape coming out. So y'all stay in tune for that and also support the brother, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how much I'm gonna give of that out right now. I'm gonna leave that to him. All I'm gonna say is February 14th. If you ain't in the building, you missing out. That's all. You know? There's a lot of talented artists out there. What makes you stand out from the crowd?
Well, um, my verse, my verse is especially different,
Yeah.
definitely different than a lot of individuals, and just my passion for music, and just how I rap in general. I heard all kinds of people be like, "Oh, well, you don't stay on beat." Okay, all right. I could take criticism. You know what I mean? Like that's part of growth, and development. So I have all kind of negativity things, about my music, but I don't let it phase me. So a lot of individuals, some of them some rappers let that get to them. Um, like for instance, I don't know if you noticed this, but on my brother's page,
Mhm.
sure you seen a song called Mob Ties.
Mhm.
So if you didn't realize, Drake actually made Mob Ties after us.
Mhm.
So and not just that,
Mhm.
there's another track which is Up. If you seen the remix of Up, you know, if you actually look back towards, I think it was on What Would God Do? No, or probably was Dark Thoughts. One and two, there's a song called Rapper. That's the same beat for Up.
Mhm.
So when I made the Up remix, I wanted to show how much that a lot of mainstream artists actually be looking down at YouTube artists as well, and
Absolutely.
taking ideas from them and like not want to like throw that out to them. Like this is not no clout or anything like that, but this is real. That's just like with Soldier Boy with the three kids that made Pretty Boy Swag. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And then for the longest, no one knew about it, and then eventually it came out. You know what I mean? Like I feel like a lot of people don't also educate themselves as well, or try to find out the roots of certain things. So then is that just mind, and just who you are, knowing your roots, where you're coming from, and taking that, putting that on your built on your shoulders. Like I agree with J. Cole, what everything what J. Cole says, about being an artist and how hard it is. Like I see that now, especially after the little bit that has happened, and I'm starting to hear certain things. I'm like, nah, that's probably a coincidence. But then when you kind of think about it, it's like, well, damn, all right. Well, obviously I'm going the right direction, so I'm gonna keep pushing. You know what I mean? Eventually, when it's my time will come, and it'll be out there.
Absolutely. Yeah, like I said, everybody has this season, man. Season coming. Everybody has
Yeah.
season coming. Just a little side note to everybody. Like I've been telling everybody in all my videos, this is our official road to 1,000 subs on YouTube. We about couple 30 40 subs away from 500. So we right at the mark. So make sure y'all subscribe and all that. When we do hit 1,000,
Make sure y'all subscribe.
yeah, because when we do hit 1,000, it'll be a big gift card giveaway, man. We're gonna support the community. We're gonna do some other things
Yeah.
also. Just a little exclusive. Battle Rap Kingdom presents Stand Your Ground, February 26 and 27. The main event is on the 27th and the 26th. I ain't released the card yet because I ain't do the card yet. Because I got a lot going on. But I ain't do the card yet. I'm about to work on that, get that out. But that's gonna be a dope card. First battle card we had in a little minute because I've been taking a lot of focus and a lot of time on the podcast because it took off on me. It was something I didn't expect, so I wanted to keep it going and keep that pushing and get that established just as much as I got the battle rap part of it established. But that's coming. So y'all stay tuned for that on YouTube. We're gonna probably do that live on YouTube via Discord. So that's coming. If not, if we don't do it via Discord, we're gonna do it via Zoom. But still, that's coming. There's so much coming. We got the Cypher series coming. We got the live concerts coming. It's so much I'm trying to do. I'm telling you, 2021 about to get crazy for the brand. It's about to get
Oh
crazy.
yeah, I feel
All
you.
this, see him performing live. And, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm put these. What I do is what I feel like is necessary. That I feel like that people like me that do these podcast things, we need to get these platforms for all because they can't go out and uh do shows and shit. You know what I'm saying? They
Right,
can't go
right,
do that. They can't really promote themselves like they want to. So social media is the only that avenue that stays neutral at all times, no matter
right.
what's going on in the world. So we got to maximize it and use it to its fullest potential. But I just wanted to put that out there and let y'all know it's some stuff coming up, it's some stuff we doing. You know what I'm saying? You will definitely, most definitely see Loud Mob, if I say that right, Loud Mob
Yeah,
doing a live concert. You're gonna see him probably on one of those, man. Probably gonna see him in the Cyber series. But just stay tuned, man. We got some things coming up. We're gonna see a lot of the interview and the artists that I'm interviewing on those platforms that I'm trying to put together. But yeah, support the brand Battle Rap Kingdom. Support the podcast. Support this brother. Check out his page also. Um, what is your dream collab?
my dream collab. Ooh. Uh, actually, I have a couple. My dream collab, I would say I would love to work with Trippy Red,
Yeah, interesting
Nine,
cat. Mm,
Nine, Bone Thugs.
mhm.
Um, if I could, Eminem.
The goat.
Mm,
One of them anyway. There's so many damn ghosts, but he one of them that just broke barriers when he came in. Yeah,
Yeah, man. KRS-One. I can't forget about KRS-One. I would love him as well. So
South Bronx, South. Yeah, Queen. Yeah, yeah.
you know,
There's one man. Yeah. Definitely, I'm just a fan of that era of hip hop, especially Bone Thugs, Crosswords never came out my playlist. I don't First of the month never came out my playlist. I mean, them dudes was talented lyrically. A lot of people that I don't notice that he said are very talented lyrically. So that's to
yeah,
show how much the words mean. It's not just about the beat. It shows you the storytelling, how much that means. Because those people that he said, man, legendary artists. I mean, Triple Red is on
not
being.
that. A lot of people copied their style and flow. Like Bone, I still feel like to this day, which I still follow them, they've been saying it to this day. Like, hey, like they pretty much took them and moved them to the side, and they've been, taking their flow ever since. And it's like you can see that. You can see who birthed who and who birthed what, and you know, everyone, I'm not trying to get involved to the mess, but I'm just saying like real is real. Real recognize real, period. And when real recognize real, then you gotta look at yourself and ask yourself, like, are you being real with yourself? So and I feel like the artists don't want to be real with themselves.
There's a
So
lot of them. There's a lot of them faking it until they make it. But
no,
anybody already make it, they just still faking it. A lot of them doing that. And that's the crazy part. A lot of them ain't reached their full potential. It's
no. Go
various
ahead.
reasons they don't want to be in the Illuminati, whatever it is. It's various reasons. Um, but yeah, it's a lot of them they ain't reached their potential.
You have art.
Yeah.
You have artists to this day. I feel like there's nothing wrong with like performing in clubs and stuff like that. But like if you're talk to somebody and also like trying to get your music out there in that way as well by promoting it on a platform just like how you doing, then it's like, okay, then at this point you're just performing and performing and performing and hoping that someone get there.
Mhm.
But if no one knows about that club or no one knows about that joint that you performing at, you know what I mean, you also kind of hustling backwards, so you got to find a different route how to do things, you know
Mhm.
so like also that's how I feel too. What's up?
Yeah, man, be an all-star hustler. Get your hustle up.
Yeah,
Come on, come on. Daddy's busy. Daddy's busy.
You gotta have tricks in your bag. I mean, when you open your bag up, it should be a suitcase. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It should be
yeah.
full. It should be a trunk, one of them old school trunks. And it should put that so much stuff in there. Man, let me tell you, the hustle don't stop. Only
No.
stop is the
Sir.
hustle. You know what I feel me? The hustle. Only thing stop is the hustle. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's
Uh,
right.
Tell people where they can find you at and support you in that regards.
Um, you could find me. You can find my music on YouTube. Where just type in lyric Lyra. LYRICLYRA. Soon it's going to be on SoundCloud. I'm probably going to put the best songs on SoundCloud only. I'm probably not going to put everything on there. Um, we're working on other platforms as well, but at the moment we want to kind of create more music for y'all to listen to first, before we get to that. And you can follow me at Twitter at the God of Lyrics. Um, Also, you can stamp chat Lyric Crisis Lyra, all caps, put together. What else? Instagram is at DJ underscore baby Rex. So yeah.
Absolutely. Is anybody want to shout out? I mean, you had a lot of collabs over the years. When the people you want to shout out, this time, shout them out and
Oh yeah, shout out to the whole Loud Mob movement. Shout out to the Ville. Uh, to people in South Carolina. Shout out to people out there in the Ohio. Shout out to Pennsylvania. Shout out to Texas. You know, definitely shout out to my brother Chief of YZ. Uh, Shout out to Dennis the Menace. You already know, bruh. And you know, we're just let's go up from here, man. Let's keep going.
on the way to go is up, man. Shout out PA though.
Out to
Shout
you,
out
but
Gilligan, man. Shout out
without
$1 million worth of game. Shout out them cats, man. Them dudes crazy. Look, they on a whole nother level. I fucks with them, I listen to their shit, man, and the old OG be giving gems, man. And they funny as hell, but they be giving gems, man. And I appreciate what they do with us. So shout out to them, man.
definitely shout out to them. Shout out to Battle Rap, Kingdom.
You
Shout out
already
to
know, real kid in the building.
all day, man, all
Yeah.
day.
You already know, man. It's about to be a movie in 2021. This is so much we trying to do, but it's gonna be a movie, man. If we can get it all together. Well, technically I'm doing it by myself, but I'm really looking forward to getting me a team together and all us in the same
Hey,
mindset to get this bag. You know what I'm saying?
hey, looking forward to work with you, man.
Oh,
Like
definitely.
we do something, man. Just hit me up. We'll figure out something to do. You know what I mean? Try to go to the top together. Or
Oh,
we got.
definitely. We'll do something. Actually, I do, like I said, I do rap, so I might have to hop on the track sooner or later. But definitely we gonna do something, man. We
I
gonna put some stuff together. Y'all know what it is, man. It's the Chop It Up podcast. Usually I don't leave. For this gonna be the first a minute, but I'm not leaving without a freestyle, without me freestyling. And if you want to jump in on the end of it, you can do that, man. It's a new start.
I
So I'm gonna start it off a cappella. Check me out. All right.
what we doing? We doing an instrumental or we doing non-instrumental? What we doing? What we doing?
You can do it freestyle.
All right.
All right, listen. Boy, God, I got a whole bunch of them. Kill him with everything I got. Lunch of them. I could put a bag on his head if I choose to, but I ain't trying to be that rude. I'm that dude. Keep it cool. You got your temper up, I'll mellow your mood. I'm that dude. I told you I'm a fool. I can give you these lessons, take you to school. You know what I'm saying? Scribble them up like noodles. Put shots in this medulla. Nigga, I'm a fool, but I'm not the water boy. I play with Tonka toys. I'm the real McCoy.
Okay.
If a bitch leave me, then that's her loss. I'm just saying. I can see you mad and you scared. Barrel to your head. You just praying. You know what I'm saying? Just a little something freestyle off the top of the head. You niggas
Look,
drowsy, Sudafed.
look. Somebody go get anybody, lay it on the table. We gonna open his head up, leave that nigga disabled. Fuck it. They wanted 2 tears in the bucket. We throw him out to the ocean now. That's ruckus. Thuggish for the bone. They say, yeah, we go with the flow. Niggas know that we open up. Go in the zone, niggas know that we flow. We going up like a kite does up in the sky. Though, Going with the flow and the motion, the potion, even though we know that we always holding the 4-4 and the 5. Make sure that niggas know that if we ready to fucking ride, if they wanted to fuck it, we gonna make souls go up to the sky. Drive-bys, we shooting leads, no pencils. You already know how we go. We
Yeah, yeah, man.
Kids in the background distracting me,
Yeah, man. It's a Chop It Up. It was still hard though, man. It's a
man.
Chop It Up podcast, man. It's your boy Hawklyfe. Much thanks to my special guest, but he gonna be back because, like I said, it's a three-part episode, so he will be
Yep.
back for the group episode. I ain't gonna say too much, but shout out to my special guest, man. The guy, Lyric Crisis. Lyra, appreciate you, man, for being in the building, man. Stay tuned, cause I'm interviewing just a little teaser. I'm interviewing his brother next, Chief of YZ. So, man, you know what it is, man. Chop It Up podcast. Chop, chop,
Sure.
chop it up. That's tough.